In previous video I have been asked one question. I have given a task, not a question. I have been given a task to collect a profit after tax or net profit for the all the 219 companies. Okay, why it is very important profit after tax? Why not other things? Okay, why we have been considered net profit as a one factor for screening a stocks for build a portfolio or for investment? Because anyone, if you are investing a money, you will be having a thought of profit, right? Anyone, it may be an entrepreneur, it may be investor, promoter, employee, anyone, if he invest his money, he take a profit, or it is called as a return. He need a profit out of that, right? Same thing when you are participating in a company, means when you are buying a shares, means you are also participating in a company, or you are also a part of the company or owner of the company. As a owner, you will be looking for a profit from the company. You will never look for the loss from the company. Always we will think that okay, this company has to give a decent profit. And why it is so important, profit is so important? Because whatever the dividend will be given to the investors will be from the net profit, after paying all the tax, interest, all the expenditure, everything will be taken out from the revenue or income. Whatever the left out, we call it as a profit or a net profit. Okay, that net profit will be distributed, part of it will be distributed as a dividend, or we will be using it for a expansion, like additional machinery we can install, or we can come up with a one more product, new product will be launched, or it may be a new branch will be opened in a some other area or some other country. Okay, our market will be expanded, or product portfolio will be expanded if we make a profit. If you are not making a profit, what will happen? If you are making a losses, what will happen? You need to sell up your assets to cover up all the expenses, right? To cover up the interest, you cover up the to give it back all the trade payables, you need to sell the assets. In the sense, company will keep on shrinking. Instead of expanding, it will comes down. As an investor, I never interested the company which is shrinking. I always think that company need to be grown. Okay, so this is a major reason behind the selecting a profit after tax as a prime factor in terms of screening any of the company. Most of the fund managers, portfolio managers will consider profit after tax or net profit as a prime factor, or the most important factor in terms of screening a stock, in the sense filtering of the stocks from the universe for the investment. Okay, now it comes to from where I can get this profit after tax, from where I can get the profit after tax for the last 5 years. That is what the task given in a previous video. Now I will show you in a money control itself. Okay, in a money control itself, okay, you can search for any of the stocks. For example, if you are searching for which stock you would like to search from the universe, SBI, we'll search for the SBI in money control. Just search on a top that State Bank of India. Once State Bank of India, the price, everything is has been loaded. Just scroll down, scroll down. Here you can check one menu bar for that particular stock. Okay, quote, charts, valuation, news, financials, everything. In that, go to the financials. Okay, go to the financials. Go to the financial. Just click on financial. If you scroll down also, you will find that financials. Okay, financial. In that income statement, first one, income statement is to be selected. And here quarterly, half yearly, monthly is the 9 month and annual is there. We'll select annually. For year wise, I would like to know. Here you can find that last 5 year profit here at the bottom. Okay, this is the last 5 year profit. Okay, this is the profit for the 2016, 2017, 18, 19 and 20. Okay, you can check the profitability, how the profitability changes. You can check here the profitability change from here negative, again loss, again there is a slight profit, again they have been came back into the picture by using their net worth. Okay, in the sense here we can able to identify how their profitability is. The one thing we have to observe, consistency about a profit. One thing we have to observe, consistency among their profit. Second thing is about the profitability, is it positive or not. Okay, how to get it done? For example, if you like to copy this particular data, just select those data, Control C for copy. If you are pasting in a Excel, then one thing you have to observe, when you are pasting in a Excel, right click, go to paste special, select Unicode text, if you are pasting in a Excel. Okay, if you are not pasting in a Excel, then no need, you can write it down manually also. Okay, this is about a profit after tax. How to get a profit after tax for each company? We have to search for a company, go to the financials, at the end you can find net profit. Net profit is nothing but profit after tax, both are same. Okay, select them and paste it in a Excel. If you are using a Excel, if you are using any other paper or anything, you can write it down. What need to be observed here, in a net profit, is about first thing we have to check whether is it positive or not. The recent year net profit is positive or not. First we have to check that one. The recent year profit is positive or not. Second thing we have to check is about a growth rate. Over the 5 year, what is the average growth? Compounded average growth rate, CAGR. Compounded average growth rate. Okay, what is the growth rate we have? How to calculate a growth rate? For a formula for calculating a growth rate, I'm just giving you here formula how to calculate a growth rate. First we have to calculate equal to recent year profit divided by 5 year back profit. Okay, recent year profit divided by 5 year back profit. Okay, that is a factor you will find. Then one more thing you have to calculate, that is nothing but we are considering for a 5 years. So 1 divided by 5. That is nothing but term factor. Okay, that is nothing but term factor 1 divided by 5. Okay, 5 year we have been taken. 6 year 1 divided by 6. 10 year 1 divided by 10, like that. 0.2 it will come. Now I need to calculate a growth rate. How to calculate a growth rate? In a calculator also you can, if you are having a scientific calculator, then you can calculate. That is nothing but the factor to the power of 0.2 to the power of 0.2 term factor, that is a 0.2. The factor is nothing but recent data divided by previous data value to the power of 0.2. Okay, that is nothing but a one value you got. With that value we have to minus 1. select that value minus 1, value minus 1. What answer you are getting, take a minus 1 for that one. Okay, that is nothing but a percentage. If you are multiplying by 100, you will get it in a percentage. That is nothing but 9.59%. Same thing here also we got, right? Okay, there is a calculation for the CAGR. How to calculate CAGR? Again, I am explaining here. Okay, first we have to take a factor. That is nothing but recent value divided by, in calculator also you can type recent value divided by old value, in the sense 5-year back value. Okay, factor. Then we know 1 divided by 5, that is for a 5 year. 1 divided by 5, that is a 0.2. If it is a 10 year, then 1 divided by 10. It is a 5-year data, 1 divided by 5. So 0.2 you will get. Now we need to calculate one value, that is nothing but the factor which you have been calculated, that is a 1.603832 to the power of 0.2, 0.2 to the power of 0.2. That is a time factor. Then minus 1. What answer you are getting? Minus 1. Okay, that is the total. That is the percentage you will get. You multiply by 100, you will get it in a percentage. Okay, if you are multiplying by 100, you will get it in a percentage, 9.91%. This is the way we can calculate a CAGR. If you are not able to find the CAGR, leave it, no issues. If you are able to find the CAGR, it is a good enough. Okay, if you are able to find the CAGR, it is a good enough. And second thing you have to observe, is it positive or negative growth rate? In the sense, the recent value is higher than the 5-year back value, then you have a positive growth. Okay, if it is a recent value is lower than the, for example, here you can see negative. Okay, recent value is lower than the 5-year back value, then we call it as a negative growth rate. Recent value, if it is less than the 5-year back value, then we can say that is a negative growth rate. Is it a positive growth rate or negative growth rate? We have to identify first. Okay, this is about a profit, how to get a profit for the last 5 years by using a money control. Okay, and second thing, to identify whether it is a positive growth or negative growth. Okay, higher the recent value is higher than the 5-year back value, positive growth, otherwise negative growth. And to calculate that one, we can follow these steps to calculate the growth rate. Okay, once this data is ready, then we can select the stocks based on PAT, in the sense profit after tax, and CAGR value for a conservative investor as well as for the aggressive investor. The task for now is understand yourself, which category you are. Are you a conservative investor, low risk bearing person, or aggressive investor willing to take a higher risk? Just understand yourself, which category you are. Are you able to take a negative return for a shorter period of time, or no, I don't want to take a negative return at all, I always prefer a positive or zero return. That is a conservative investor. Okay, make yourself which category you are, then go to the next video to identify how to use this profit after tax for a conservative investor and for a aggressive investor.